Hey guys, Sharkon here, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today, we're going to be looking at Expolsom, the Scrap-O-Matic, and how to get this rare material called Expolsom. So, the first thing we're going to do is, I'm going to show you the Scrap-O-Matic. I'll introduce you to it. You might already know it, you might not. So, this is the easiest way to get Expolsom. Also, it's a little bit expensive, but it's worth it in the long run. So, I'll show you guys. So, this is the Alliance one here in Borealis, which is the city located in Tigard Sound, and it's just right on the right hand side of Trade Wind Market, and it looks like this engineering thingy. Alright, so and the Horde one, I haven't explored it yet, so I'm only 110. Zoldazar, and we'll click the city, and it's just right here next to the Terrace of Crafters. Well, it's in it, and it's just here on the lower side, and you can just go on in. How to determine whether you're in the right place is just by a quest. First off, the guy next to you will give a quest. This guy here, I've already done it. So all you had to do was, you talk to him, he gives you a pair of pants after you accept the quest. You click this, you put the pair of pants in, click scrap, and it's done. Just that simple, you hand it in, and you've just been introduced. So, let's talk about the Scrap-O-Matic and how to use it, and how this will help you get Expolsom. Because Expolsom is very, very useful for crafting a lot of stuff in BFA, and you will need it. Alright, so first things first, this is the complete basic user interface without any add-ons. I'm going to show you guys a great add-on after this. So first off, we can just chuck in a couple of gear. You can chuck in 9 and it will do all 9. So like this, you scrap and it will finish off all 9. 1, 2, 3, and it will just keep doing all 9. But once after it finishes the 9, it will no longer do any more, and it will stop. It's just not a very user-friendly interface. There is a lot easier way to do it, and I'm still lagging a bit. Alright, that's the most basic one. So as you guys can see, different items give us different things. So we've got Tide Spray Linen from a cloth piece, we've got Bloodstained Bone, Shimmer Scale from a mail piece, Monolite Ore either from weapon or that. So all of these, I will tell you exactly what can come out of them in a bit. So I'm actually going to show you the add-on first. So the first add-on we're going to look, well, the only add-on we're going to look at is called Easy Scrap. You can find this on the Twitch app, and you can also find it on CurseForge, but I'll put a link in the description below, just so it's easier for you guys. So we'll enable this and see how long it takes us to load. That actually wasn't as long as I thought it would be. Alright, so once we've opened, and yes, I know I'll put the chat there, just so you guys can see clearly what's coming out. So once we click the Scrap-O-Matic, as you guys can see, there is an extra window to it. A very easy window, so it's actually bugged at the moment. You click it again. So it's saying there is 83 eligible items. With this add-on, you want to make sure there is nothing inside your inventory that you don't want to lose, because if you have a piece of BFA gear, such as, I don't have anything, like this one here, it will add it to it. So if I put this in my inventory, it goes from 83 to 84, and it's accidentally going to scrap it. So make sure nothing is in your inventory for the person scrapping, right? So the next thing you can do is quite simple. With this add-on, you can just click Queue All. It's just that simple. And it selects every single one of your items that is eligible. Once you've done that, you can click Scrap, or you can set a hotkey. So my hotkey is numpad 7 right now. You can set it to honestly whatever you want, and you can see I got my first Expolsom, right? Monolite Ore, Gloom Dust, another Expolsom. So this is one of the easiest and quickest ways to get Expolsom. Once it's done, it will add additional 9 items in there, and of course, now I'm pressing numpad 7 and it will scrap again. So you can just set that up, you can watch a movie and just press it once in a while, that's fine. Instead of holding your mouse here, you can just relax a bit and it'll be a lot more easier. So, as you guys can see, I'm getting quite a bit of Expolsom actually. So let's talk about Expolsom, let's talk about the items and the proc chances. So, Expolsom that comes from here actually there's no confirmed source, it's just what people have tested, and I've tested myself and heard a lot. I would say it's somewhere between 10 to 15% drop, like, chance for it to proc. So sometimes I do 1,000 braces, which these aren't mine, this is someone else's. I do cloth braces, and end up with around 100, 120, 130, something around there. So somewhere between 10 and 15%, like, chance to get it. Now let's talk about the actual scrapping itself. Do people want to scrap these items if they don't need the Expolsom? The answer is probably no. You would probably benefit just by disenchanting, because the mats you get back from here are quite low. As you can see, one single monolite ore. But if you went to craft this, you would need a lot more than, no, that's not ore, but if it was like the leather one, you would get a lot less back. So it's not worth it. The only reason to do this is to get the Expolsom. So let's talk about what types of items. So we got the Trinkets, which give 100% chance Expolsom, I've heard. They've been giving me 100% chance, but some other people, I've heard, they didn't get X100, like they got something else. So it's really, really weird. Then we've got wands giving dust and wood. Ores and gems coming from rings and staves. And then we've got ore and flux. This one's a big one. The ore and the flux are the best because they're roughly around 50 gold each other compared to, like you saw. Which one would you rather get? The monolite ore times 2 or the tide spray linen, which might be worth like 5 to 10 gold on your server at the moment. So the ore and flux, we've got the plate armor, shields, daggers, axes, maces, one-handed swords, warglaives, polearms, guns. So all of those good ones can drop that ore. And then we've got scales and bones coming from mail armor and fist weapons. Bones and wood coming from bows and crossbows. Probably not worth doing those. You've got the leather armor giving leather and bones. And finally you have cloth armor and cloaks giving cloth and threads. So overall, let me just click this while we're talking. So overall, the items you get here, you mainly want to aim for the plate type of and the weapons, but you can get anything you want. So next, we're going to talk about how to actually get these greens. Let's say I needed 100 Expolsom just to do your crafting, right? So what you want to do is, you want to buy greens or you can craft your own, whichever is cheaper for you. If you craft your own, you're honestly going to be choosing the cheapest materials, such as tide spray linen to craft an armor, which is 100 gold for me to craft because they're 10 gold each. I craft one of those cloth braces and it will come out with 100 gold crafting cost. I put it in for a chance of Expolsom. Cost me around 1,000 gold ish to get one Expolsom, but if proc chances are better, it might be a bit cheaper. Next, we're looking at on your server, it might actually be like leather cheaper. Who knows? Maybe even the ore is cheaper. Check on your server. The next best option, of course, is buying the greens, because when buying the greens, I can actually buy it 100 gold each. And what if I get the plate one, and the plate one gives me 2 monolite ore? That's 100 gold back, just for buying it. So all you have to do is just make a simple macro. So you go to your macros. So you go to macro, and then you just let's just pick anything, and let's just name it anything, right? We're just going to name it /2 for the trade chat. I think it's /2 for my trade chat. Let me just double check. It's actually /3. Lucky I didn't. So we're going to type /3 and want to buy all BFA greens. 100 gold each, COD only. Because you don't want someone to come up to you and trade. So it's just simple as that. You put it on your bars, and every time you're doing anything, you just click that button and you'll make a post. Want to buy all greens, 100 gold each, COD only. And you'll be surprised how many people don't want to put them on the auction house, don't want to disenchant them, and will come over and actually do this. So it's very, very easy. So it's actually bugging out here with the eye level and stuff, but that's fine. Nobody really cares about that too much. Once you close and open, probably gone. There we go. So as you can see, we're getting a lot of different stuff, and I'm getting 11 Expolsom so far out of that entire inventory, which is not too bad. 12 now. So we're going to try finish this all off and see how much we actually got out of it. I started with a clean inventory. Of course, I got 157 to start off with, so we won't include that. As you guys can start seeing now, we're actually getting a lot of these gloom dust and all of these. They're starting to rack up all different kinds of stuff, and the monolite ore is already 58 of them, which is actually quite good. Alright, there we go. That's the last two, and the last one I must have selected. Alright, so we ended up with 16, because I actually added one there. 16 Expolsom out of that full inventory. We've got 58 ore, just a lot of stuff. So that's why I buy my greens instead of crafting. I do craft if I'm in a rush, because you're not always going to have unlimited supply of greens. Some people just don't want to. So I can click this again and we want to buy all greens again. Simple, simple. Anytime you're passing by a town, anything at all, just post. Someone says they want to just trade you, you're like, sorry mate, it's just too much hassle if they're trading, because you only can trade 6 at a time. let them do all the hard work, let them do the posting, let them do all that, and they will put the right amount of gold. And if it's not, you can just click return and done. So don't forget, guys, we've got the add-on, we've got the base one, so you definitely get the add-on. It really helps with the queue all. And that's it pretty much, guys. You got your Expolsom now, which you can go craft things such as, you know, your Dark Moon decks, your inscribed like offhand thingy, your Crimson Inkwell. You can do all these with Expolsom, which it does come quite easily. Remember, it is a buy on pickup item, so you can't trade it. So the easiest thing you can actually do is just grab greens, send them over to the character that you want it, such as an alchemist, a jewel crafter, a blacksmith. You can send it to that character, all the greens. He will come here and he'll just break them all down. And with this add-on here, it's going to be so easy. One click, scrap, and simple as that. Just in case you guys didn't know, to set the hotkeys for anything, you go to key bindings, add-ons, and you can find all your ones. Mogget, OI level, easy scrap, and of course numpad 7. You can set all these up and it's in here. Well, guys, that is pretty much it on how to get Expolsom and everything you really need to know. Because there's other ways to get it, but this is probably the best way to get it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.